Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 14. The previous episode felt like a loose ends episode. We saw them break into the initiative, Buffy and Spike, to try and get this chip out of Spike's brain or to find more information. Some of the initiative showed up. We ended the episode not knowing if Buffy was going to try and repair the chip, try and take it out. It definitely said the chip was degrading, and that's obviously what was causing Spike to have these, very intense, headaches. And I feel like Buffy's going to take the chip out. Riley didn't make an appearance, but he left, the decision up to Buffy to figure out what to do with this chip. And we had Willow and Kennedy went on this date from the potential recruits. Willow turned into Warren, which was horrible, thanks to Rat Amy, and Warren taking over Willow's body, goes and buys a gun, basically tries to relive the Tara death scene, which was just horrible and mean, and then Willow and Kennedy kiss again, and that's what breaks this hex that Willow is under, and Willow was just crying and talking about how guilty she feels, and it just felt unnecessary because we've already seen that. I don't think Willow needed to relive that memory, and the rest of the recruits were off with Giles. They thought Giles might be part of the first. Luckily, they were able to prove that he is not, because that would mean that Giles has passed away, which would just be a whole other ball of horribleness I don't think we need for this final season. So I'm very curious to see where this episode's going to go. The past few episodes have been kind of all over the place. I've enjoyed them, but there's just kind of been, I don't know where we're going. The first is still, taking this hiatus since the super vampire is dead. So yeah, I'm curious to see where we're going to go now. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
I'll take care.
Nice one. I was wondering if we would ever see how Giles managed to survive, because clearly he's not part of the first, but yeah, we never knew how that scene ended, so it's interesting.
It's a sort of wary watchfulness I developed over the years. It's like another sense.
Spike! I knew as soon as he said something like that, he was going to get attacked.
First. Said you were the first. Said you were evil.
I'm guessing you got the chip out?
More importantly, you just hit me. Why didn't your chip go off?
Yeah, well...
About that. Funny story. True story.
You had it you removed the chip?
Yeah.
Had to make a choice.
It really is okay.
I feel like at this point, he has a soul, and if they repaired it, who's to say it wouldn't just happen again? And, does she have the initiative? She was able to get a hold of them this time, but it seemed way too risky to chance it again.
Spike?
I have to ask, why on earth did you make that decision?
I guess it was instinct.
He has his soul back, so...
I made that up. I knew the bringer was there because his shoes squeaked.
Not so subtle.
Principal.
What?
Oh, nothing much. He was in the school basement holding a shovel, acting kind of evasive.
Yeah, that was a while ago, and we haven't seen him in a long time. And we know how Sunnydale principals go.
People.
Buffy.
He can be a good man, Giles. I feel it. But he's never going to get there if we don't give him the chance.
And I'm pretty sure he would have died if he would have left it in, so I don't think they were willing to go down that route.
Evil by doing evil. I know that.
Well, I hope you're right. You're gambling with a lot of lives.
I don't think, yeah, with everything that's going on in Sunnydale right now, I don't think Spike is top of the list of concerns.
Confused.
You aren't wearing a green apron.
Confused, but sort of randomly observant.
Sorry.
I did see Ashanti's name in the credits. Early 2000s Ashanti, yes.
Got the right kind of rope.
That depends on what you need it for. Something like functional around the house or, recreational. But
He's not weird at all.
or mountain climbing, not for tying someone up for sexy, funky fun.
Stop talking. Stop talking now.
Man, you'll need stronger rope than that. Want to have coffee with me later?
What?
Oh, you're the only one that gets to be random?
I mean, yeah, Xander hasn't really tried to go out with anybody since everything with Anya, but here we are.
Hold her with a mechanical pencil.
The supply cabinet in the outer office has those things.
Oh, this isn't a supply cabinet?
Nice try. Yeah, I don't think he's believing this for 1 minute there, Buffy.
A reality show about a millionaire?
Well then, I'd like to take you out to dinner if that's all right with you.
We're just asking people out left, right, and center in this episode.
Certainly not saying come to dinner if you enjoy having a job. Say that and have you sign it.
HR nightmare over here.
Sure. I'd be happy to have dinner with you.
Spy mission, for sure.
Draw up the paperwork.
Bring it to dinner. Ugh. Why is this guy just like the least subtle, suspicious? Is that cabinet gonna be full of knives? Oh, it's a whiteboard with my evil plans. Oh, a secret lair to hide the knives. Naturally. Yeah, that checks out. Oh my god. He's either like the biggest red herring or he's just guilty AF. Shovel in a creepy basement. Whiteboard hiding a wall of knives.
With evil. Only from underneath.
Not really a shower.
A bidet. Like a bidet of evil.
An image I didn't know I needed, but okay.
No, I did. Fine, way to steal my thunder.
I feel better it's Principal Wood, and I think he's aligned with the first.
Also like 10 years older than you, right?
Which is like 100 years younger than your type.
Yay.
Hey, vampire joke. Hey.
Ice cream is a universal language.
好多中國人飲得我嗌我好師傅。
Oh my goodness, this poor new recruit.
It's grateful to be in a land of plenty. Let's, go and put away your new clothes.
Just yelling at this poor girl. Oh man.
Nope. I'm going in blind. I'm gonna be an optimist about this. Why go looking for trouble? If it's gonna find you, it's gonna find you.
I don't like it when they end sentences like that.
Nice.
They did get him new micro info. Oh, Andrew. Well, at least he has a plot line to follow for this episode. Can't wait.
Look, you monkey. Ooh, ah.
Yeah, he's a ghost. We know.
Actually passes through me. I'm not corporeal, remember? Also, not a vampire, so a cross.
And Jonathan's a character I actually don't mind seeing. Like, I like that he's back.
Evil. I live. And as long as I live, you can dwell at my side.
Don't be tempted, Andrew. I know you're weak, but don't be tempted.
The girls? No, not all of them. Not Dawn, not Anya, not Willow, not your friend Buffy.
Just the potentials. Yeah, of course.
To this house. Something good. Something you can use.
The new microwave?
This guy is obsessed. Oh, she didn't get rid of it? She still has that?
Where did they put the gun?
And we know Andrew is weak and easily manipulated, so I'm worried.
Thanks for trying.
No, I wasn't talking about your date anyway. I was talking about the sham date of Xander's.
Anya's jealous, I think. Yep.
Well, it's not working.
Are you nuts? Of course it's working. Observe my bitter ranting. Hear the shrill edge of hysteria in my voice.
Anya.
I think I still dream of a crib for two with a white picket fence. My eyes are clear.
Good.
Yeah, these seem to be weirdly like, okay. Like they're not trying to kill each other. They're not trying to sleep with each other.
Fences anyway. Bloody dangerous.
A lot of wooden spikes.
Forget it. I'm just glad you're here. You're gonna love the coffee. Got myself a red eye. Black coffee with a shot of espresso. It's kind of rough tonight if you're not used to that sort of thing.
He's talking a lot. That's a big coffee.
Hot cocoa.
I'm busted.
Nothing? No records or certificates? College transcripts.
Looks like the only stuff.
For the principal? Uh-oh.
Anya, calm down. They're educational.
What's this?
Giles made them for Chow Ann, and now she's...
Child's drawings. Yes, I love it.
I made them to facilitate her training. Cha-an.
That was a great episode. So good.
Problem?
Showed her these?
The drawings. I love it.
Primal evil. These girls are in mortal danger. Didn't you see the flashcards? This isn't right.
Oh, Andrew. Can we just get rid of him already? Like, his character is clearly going nowhere. He's easily manipulated by the First/Jonathan.
Right.
I know it doesn't look promising, but I swear this place is great. It's the best kept secret in town. It's just right down this way.
Follow me down this creepy back alley.
I promise you it's just a little bit further.
Okay.
Oh, look! Vampires! Oh! Teamwork! Nice one, Buffy. Ooh! Well, this is gonna require some explaining after.
Set me up, you son of a...
Is the principal not a slayer, but a secret vampire hunter? That would explain the wall of weapons. He has his own stake? And the twist of having a principal for good and not evil? Very unlike Sunnydale.
I guess we should talk.
She's like, yeah, I thought I was gonna have to explain things, but...
And it hurt her real bad.
And if you'd gone ahead and married her, even though you had doubts, that would have been better?
Talking about your ex on the first date? Uh-oh.
I should have taken you on a nicer date than this.
Well, I can think of something fun to do.
I hope they go bowling. Like, please don't let this be, spicy.
I am.
You're the Slayer.
Okay. Interesting.
So, you didn't hire me for my counseling skills.
Oh, that was mean. That was too quick of a laugh.
Something.
So, you knew who I was before you even came here.
We definitely know, like, the Slayer reputation is global.
Okay. See, when I was a little boy, my mother was one. The Slayer.
Oh, okay, interesting. A Slayer had kids?
So, do you have any Slayer powers? I'm sorry, I'm just so floored.
This is not where I thought we were gonna go at all. Yeah, very different direction.
Super strength or mythic responsibilities. I'm just a guy with a few skills because her watcher took me in and raised me.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, not really sure how that happened, but yeah.
I think you know. how it happened. Are these two gonna start being a thing?
Willow tried shooting Kennedy with that.
Great. There's gonna be panic and fleeing when you start firing. So you're gonna have to get him trapped someplace like the basement.
This is horrible. We're not doing this, right?
Like, kryptonite or allergies.
What are you asking?
Oh, nothing.
Is he hoping that the first will tell them how they could kill them?
Of humans, so like... Yes, well... because I'm evil, and I want to do the best I can.
He's such a bad liar. Oh my god. So obvious.
You think you could squirm free? I hold you, Andrew. I made you do this.
Oh my god. Literal blood on his hands. Is he wearing a wire?
And he trusted you, and now he spends eternity in pain because of what you did.
Yeah, it was a real dick move, bud.
You're not him. You're the first, and you're trying to get me to shoot innocent girls, but I won't do it.
And the way his, like, appearance is changing, like how Jonathan looked when he died.
Because the biggest, baddest, first evil in the world's angry with you.
I didn't think Andrew would stand up to this first.
So many.
Oh my gosh, he looked so gross. Xander!
You help selecting the ropes.
Come on!
Strong enough.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Ah, frick!
I'm friends with Buffy.
Who's Buffy?
The Slayer.
You know the Slayer?
This is going badly. It's the exact same thing. Oh my god, Xander.
You just seem like a nice guy, that's all. And I wanted to get to know you.
And kill me?
Yeah, in a demonic way.
Do the ropes hurt?
Yes.
Good. So we're thinking...
And now Xander is replacing Spike. Oh god.
No, I hate that.
Andrew.
My chest hurts where the tape was.
It's okay, Andrew. You did good. You stood up to it. That's really amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm still worried that it says it's not time for Spike yet. Like, ugh.
This one's either I just got lucky, don't call me for a while, or my date's a demon who's trying to kill me. You know,
Why would you mix those up?
Oh my god. Oh my god. That might be the best thing I've ever had in my mouth.
Isn't it good?
Hello.
Pears and brandy. Here. You need a bite with the sauce.
Spike's gonna crash this date and it's gonna get awkward real fast. Yep.
Seal down there gets all excited. I don't think you understand what you're getting yourself into.
The seal opens and a vicious feral vampire creature comes out.
Yep, that's how the story goes.
And everyone is hearing the drumbeat. It's telling us to pick our partners, align ourselves with the good or the evil.
And naturally you picked evil. Oh god, poor Xander. He just wanted a nice date. Oh, the yellow eyes. Ooh! Right in the gut. Oh god, Buffy, you gotta get there.
Couldn't have done it without you, Xander. Thanks for the great date.
Oh, this poor guy is never leaving the house again.
So how do you two know each other?
He works with me. Struggle against evil.
Cool.
Xander!
Ooh! Get him out of there before another vampire comes out. Ooh! Okay, I don't love that. Oh! Yep.
Oh god, hurry!
Gravity is gonna... Oh, you gotta hurry up! It's opening! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, nice chop! Oh! Oh! What was that? Oh my god, looks like some like messed up doll head. What the frick? Not a vampire, obviously, some kind of demon thing. Bye, Ashanti.
I think your friend's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think he can tell that obviously there was something between Spike and Buffy.
It is late, but a little reconnaissance might be helpful.
點解嗰個人多神？我係咪鬼上身啊？
Flashcard monsters.
Make myself some warm milk. You can have it.
係咪要謀死我啊？
She's lactose intolerant.
Let's get this gay show on the gay road. Help me out here.
What if you just start attracting male demons?
Clem always liked you.
Serve you.
Clem!
We're gonna die. We may die. It's time to get serious.
Yeah, the urgency has definitely kind of fallen a little bit behind, especially with the first taking their time. Obviously, this thing with Xander has reinforced that this is very serious.
Is that right? Why's that then?
Because I'm not ready for you to not be here.
Okay, interesting. Guessing she won't be going on any more dates with the principal then? Or she just wants a vampire to help fight?
You look good.
Oh, I'm guessing that's his mom, aka the first.
I give you a compliment and you don't say thank you?
Oh, no, 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 no.
You didn't raise me at all.
Well, I was dead.
He has to see through this, please.
I've got no use for you.
Yeah, I didn't think he would fall for that. He obviously is very aware of the Hellmouth and everything that's going on. Oh, no.
Check the timing. Reread what the witnesses said. And the people on the subway station?
Who is it?
You met him.
Oh, no. Was it Spike? No, no, no. It can't be Spike.
You fought at his side.
No, 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 no.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Well, that's an unfortunate connection. Frick! Spike! Gah! So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 14. I liked this episode. It still felt like we were moving things along and, again, tying up some loose ends. We haven't seen the principal in a very long time, so I'm glad they finally brought him back. We obviously learned more about his backstory, and if I'm remembering correctly, we had a flashback episode with Spike when he's, bragging about how he had killed Slayers, and I believe that the subway scene would be Principal Wood's mom, and he takes her coat as well, if I'm remembering correctly, that leather jacket that he used to wear all the time. So yeah, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that connection to come back into play and to find out that a Slayer had kids. It doesn't sound like he had any siblings, but Buffy was, very surprised because given everything we know about Slayers, it seems like they're taught pretty early on that, don't form any, I don't want to say relationship, but how risky this job is, and bringing in something that's you're responsible for might not work out. And as we find out, unfortunately, his mom passed away when he was 4, and of course, it had to be a Spike who did that, and she was a Slayer. He was raised by a Watcher, so... And I like the comparison of this episode of having, the whole red herring of the principal being, oh, look out for him. Like, obviously, principals in Sunnydale, we know, have a very bad history. And that we've seen him only doing suspicious things like carrying a shovel. And, even when he walks into his office, he has this bloody knife in his hand and a wall of weapons. But I knew he wasn't a Slayer, but obviously he's very connected to them and has been, training, has been killing vampires. He calls it freelancing. Basically, he's been, out there fighting these supernatural things. But we were so set up in this episode to think that the date with the principal was going to go bad. Obviously, that led to it being more of a surprise when Xander's date was the one that, had the evil demon behind it. And yes, Xander has unfortunately had some bad dates with supernatural creatures in the past. This, I think, tops them all. Xander was in the same spot that Spike was. They're using his blood to try and open the seal to bring out the super vampire again. Luckily, they were able to stop it. And we find out they have this text code system, but they couldn't remember what the code was for. Luckily, they were still able to get there in time and stop Xander, take out Ashanti, this guest starring, evil demon that Xander was dating. And it's interesting that they're playing into more of their love lives in the last season, which isn't uncommon. Like I said in the previous episode, I've seen that in shows where they feel like they need to add something to the character to have it feel completed. Like, oh, this person ended up together, and like that, kind of ties that up, and they don't have to worry about that storyline. So to see Xander start dating, obviously Anya was still very jealous, not downplaying it well at all. And Spike being like, yeah, it's cool. And everybody thinking Spike and Buffy still have something going on. And I feel like they've been doing okay. Obviously, Spike has the chip out of his head now. Giles was not happy about that, but he has his soul back. Like, I feel like, if anything, with all the stuff that's going on in Sunnydale right now, I don't think Spike is on the list of things you need to worry about at the moment, and he was still willing to be chained up in the basement. He offers to leave town even at the end of the episode because clearly the First still has plans for him and wants to use him in some way, but obviously Buffy wants him to stick around. Is it a risk? Probably. Like, they blatantly said, oh, it's not your time yet. So I'm sure they will enact their evil ways eventually, but Buffy knows Spike well enough, I think, now, and knows that the First is behind this. So if he starts acting differently, if he starts behaving in a way, I think they'll be able to figure it out. Please, no spoilers, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be top of their list to worry about. And to me, it felt like that was her only shot to get this chip out. Either let him die, the chip degrades, and that's the end of it. They repair it, it'll probably degrade again, because clearly it's not meant to be in the brain for this long. Like, it's been like years at this point. And yeah, removing it, he has his soul, so I didn't think they were going to kill off Spike's character, so obviously that was their only choice. And when is she going to have the initiative at her disposal again? Like, it just seemed like clearly that was the path she was going to go down. We have a new potential Slayer who brought up the great memory of Giles's drawings. So great. I love that there's all these little Easter eggs in the last season, especially if you've been a diehard Buffy fan, if you've, watched everything really multiple times and you know all these little pieces. I just love that they have those in there for the audience. Like, you would recognize, what that's in reference to immediately. And it just shows, how long they've been together. Everybody has their habits. Everybody has their little quirks. And obviously Giles genuinely thinks that he's trying. And again, at the end is trying to emphasize how serious this is. And clearly the first is back. We have Jonathan back in this episode trying to sway Andrew. I didn't think Andrew would do it, but Andrew is also very weak and easily manipulated, and the fact that they wired him was interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Clearly they have no research on the first at all, so they were trying to get some information, but it didn't work, and Jonathan coming back to try and manipulate him, and even having his appearance change, as they're talking, because obviously Andrew killed Jonathan, so for him to slowly get, sweatier and dirtier like they were, when they were by the seal, and then have one of his eyeballs was white, it was very grim and gruesome, and I'm glad Andrew didn't do what he was told, but again, I feel like it could have gone either way, it would have been risky. But Andrew is not somebody I associate with being brave. And even Jonathan, kind of throws in his face evil's gonna win, make sure you're on the winning team, basically. And do you really think Buffy's gonna let you into her gang, after this? And just excited about the stupid microwave that he got. And yeah, Andrew's character just felt like a string along for so long now. I don't know why he's even here, and it's just there an opportunity for the first to manipulate somebody. Obviously we had the first come and visit Principal Wood at the end, but he knew immediately that it wasn't his mom. He knows his mom has passed away. He even calls it the first. He clearly knows that this is going on, and walks right through Ghost Mom, but does get the information that it is a Spike who killed his mom. So I'm very worried to find out what that means. And he also knows that Spike is a vampire. So, he's not going to be, he doesn't need to test that theory. He has the information. He's seen Spike, in vampire face. And when we had that scene, when they're trying to save Xander, you could definitely tell that there was a moment between Buffy and Spike, just kind of making sure that they're okay, checking up on each other, and the principal kind of looking off okay. He could tell that there was something going on between those two, and I can't see Buffy going on any more dates with the principal. I don't think he would really be interested in that. And maybe they'd start patrolling together. Maybe he would help them, try and fight the first, stuff like that, which they need all the help they can get at this point. But I can't really see anything romantic happening between them. And honestly, it felt a little weird that he asked her out in the first place. But clearly it was to try and explain, his backstory a little bit more. And he knew exactly who she was. And for her to, start doubting her counseling skills, because he obviously wanted the Slayer around. He knew who she was and hired her because of it. And he obviously knows it's the Hellmouth and purposely chose this location and sought out, this area to be here. And overall, I thought it was a decent episode. It feels like we're starting to get back into the swing of things. We have, Xander goes on this date that ends up to be a demon. The principal and Buffy go on a date. We learn more about the principal's backstory. And I'm glad for once the principal is not causing the evil. He's trying to fight it. Jonathan / the first tries to get Andrew to unalive all the potentials. Luckily, he doesn't do that. The first also visits Principal Wood in the form of his mom, and we find out that Spike is in fact the one that killed his mom. So I'm very worried to see how that interaction is going to go. I'm sure they're going to talk about it at some point, or he's just going to try and kill Spike. That could also be an option. We find out the first, is still going to use Spike at some point. We don't really know when, but clearly the first is back. They're still trying to open the seal, have more vampires come out. So I'm glad that didn't happen in this episode. And, Giles is reinstating how important this is, how serious this is. They have a new potential Slayer that they're training as well. I'm really enjoying, the nods to the previous seasons with Giles's drawings and just all the little pieces. It's nice to see those and remember the previous episodes and, how much I enjoyed them. So And to see the Scooby Gang, pursuing these romantic interests, dating the principal, trying to date the principal, going on this date with the girl at the coffee shop. And I'm curious to see where we're going to go in the next episode. We're getting episode 15. Like, there's not many episodes left. It's definitely bittersweet as we get towards the end of this last season. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. He has his soul back. HR Nightmare over here. Shovel in a creepy basement. Whiteboard hiding a wall of knives. Yeah, these seem to be weirdly like, okay. Like, they're not trying to kill each other. They're not trying to sleep with each other. Follow me down this creepy back alley. Flashcard monsters.